And then we'll open our eyes. And let's come up to a standing position. I'm going to grab our kettlebell. Kettlebell, your weight, whatever you got at home. Let's stand with our feet underneath our hips, tailbone tucked under. We're going to reach down and grab our kettlebell, pass it hand to hand, around the body pass. As we're passing our weight or our belt around our bodies, think about grounding down through your feet. Pushing down in the balls of the feet, the outside edges, the heels, lift through the arches of the feet. Legs are nice and strong. We still have that pelvic tilt, core engaged, shoulders relaxed. So that kettlebell almost pulls on them slightly. And then bring your awareness into your breath, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's switch directions. Keep your face nice and soft. Keep your mind right here. Don't drop your own kettlebell. Not in your own place. Good, pause in the center. Keep that pelvic tilt, and you're just gonna slowly bring the kettlebell up to your chin. And then from here, slowly lower it down towards the ground. Soft bend in your knee, hips go slightly back. Nice and slow, feel that pelvic tilt, and then we pull up to the chin, and then slide down. And up, and down. And we're gonna pause down here that we have that slight bend in the knee. Let our arms hang, and we're gonna pass it around the body down here. Our sit bones are reaching back, and the chest is slightly forward. So we create that low back curve. Pass it hand to hand. Let your arms, let your elbows just relax so we can really just get that swing and create that space to move around the body. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then we switch directions. Passing hand to hand. Keep the arms nice and relaxed. Keep your breath flowing. Good, pause in the center, and then we open up the hips. So now from here, we're gonna grab the pistol grip. So I turn my grip upside down, and I turn the kettlebell bottoms up. Feet are in nice and close, just like before. We're gonna make circles around the head. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep your tailbone tucked under. We're gonna keep our core nice and strong. Try to get that kettlebell as close to your shoulders as you can as we come around. Switch directions. Good, let's bring it back to center. Go for a few more circles. So I go around my body, and we're gonna try to go from our upper body down to our low body. Sending the bum back, keeping the knees stacked over the ankles. We have that same technique. And this is a really good feel the kettlebell drill. Because we don't have to go one up, one down as if it's a rule. Instead, we kind of just feel the momentum, and when we're ready to go down, and if we don't feel it, let it spin around again. We can start to understand the weight of the kettlebell. And if you don't have a kettlebell at home, hit me up. I still have some for people who have memberships. You can borrow them from the studio. And I just put a link up if anyone wants to buy one. My instructor sells them. And I can put a link up. And Eric bought one. He's probably waiting for it to come. They're such a great tool. And once you can learn how to work with the weight and the momentum and the grip exchanges too, getting super comfortable with your grip, it comes like more like an extension of the body, and then you can really have fun with it. Switch directions. I got into kettlebell because it's so similar to the mixed martial arts that I was training, right? It kind of is a way to replicate somebody else's energy, right? Where dumbbells are all balanced perfectly, but this kettlebell moving away from your body the way it is and supporting that resistance is a lot like somebody's energy that you're fighting with, which is why kettlebells are so popular in mixed martial arts culture. Pass it up, pass it down. Even if you have hand weights, you can still make this happen. Whew, let's put it down. Are you feeling this in your forearms? So that's where kettlebell can really develop strength. So we want to be nice and relaxed with our grips. But anyway, bring your hands together. Keep your shoulders relaxed. And start to pull the heel of your hand. Shoulders relaxed. Pull the heel of your hand up in towards you. Just releasing some of that tension we might have just built up. Use this time to get back in control of your breath. Then we're going to take this behind, and let's do the same thing, except we're going to try to flip the fingers up in towards our shoulder blade, in the center of our shoulder blade. So flip your fingers up in an actual prayer position. Try to touch the heels of your hands together. Relax your shoulders down. Hold here. If this really isn't working for you, we could just grab our opposite elbows and kind of hang out back here. Be good? Maybe it's just me in the forearms, but I thought we needed a little forearm break. Grab back on the kettlebell. If you have hand weights, you can do this too. We call this one figure 8, down and up, down and up. So if I had hand weights, keep going with the figure 8. I would just pass and spend some time down here. It's okay if it's not as like fast and seamless as the kettlebell. I'm trying to pass 2 because they're 3s. Because I'm windy. No, I just like them. Get your breath in it. If you don't have weights, but you have a band, put a band on. Switch directions. Good. Come back into center. So here's a fun one with any kind of weight. We can just start to swing it up. So my knees are in close. And where I'm getting this from is building momentum when I come back, standing up straight and opening up the hips. A lot like the two-handed swing, but your knees are closer together. This one is much easier to do with a with a hand weight than it is a kettlebell. So be mindful of your knee, right? If I don't get my knee out of the way, that's working with the kettlebell, feeling the weight of the kettlebell and not just allowing your knee to be there and get smashed by that kettlebell. Look at my other arm comes into it too, because that helps bring my hip forward. Switch sides. you haven't already. Take notice, are you lifting with your arm to get it up? Lift with your hips. Even if your weight is light, let the arm just float up and down, up and down. It's supportive, holding that weight, but this boom, boom is what lifts it. Then we switch up top, side to side. This one kind of reminds me like I'm skiing because my hips go one way, the hips go the other way. And that's okay to get that kind of movement in your knees, especially when we're moving with the motion. I never get you to do a squat like this, but we're moving with the weight and the kettlebell. It's okay. We're being supportive. Make sure your breath stays strong, in through the nose, out to the mouth. All right, then we come back in center. Now we're gonna do the same motion, but our legs are wide, so we've got our two-handed swing. First, let's pause here. Our legs are straight. We're gonna send our weight over to the right side and then shift to the left. And then from here, we're gonna sit our bums back, knees stacked over the ankles. Let's look forward, take it back, stand up straight. Inhale back, exhale up. It's funny, without the music, I feel like I've gone into full like workshop mode teaching, which I've been thinking about because I found a new platform that might be helpful for my little biz. It's all about workshops. Maybe I've fallen into workshop mode. Good morning, Monday morning. Workshop mode. Alternating swing. Let your other arm really come back and lift. Lift. So here, my right arm comes back. The empty arm comes back and helps throw those hips up, especially if you're lifting with heavier weight. Single hand swing. It especially works when we also are getting tired. We want to elicit everything we have. Bring that other arm forward with a sharp exhale. Other side. Think about your feet, outside edges of your feet, grounding down, lifting through the arches. Keep your mind right here in your movement, right here in your exhale. Here in your movement and breath connection. Feel that fire, that strength that comes with a strong exhale. Alternating swing. If you've let your mind wander somewhere else, bring it back, bring it back. We're working out here. Full intention, deliberate movement. Two-hand swing. Then from here, feel the weight of your kettlebell around the body pass. We try to keep it going. The weight of your kettlebell or your dumbbell, whatever you like, try to move with the energy of it. The dumbbells feel a little bit more controlled than the kettlebells. That's okay. Switch directions. So that one you have to stop motion, right? And then push it the other way. That's why I like to bring it up, switch directions, and then I'll send it the other way. Good, right hand, feet together. Keep that kettlebell flowing, alternating. A little ski solemn, or whatever it's called. I don't know ski lingo. Lift with your hips. Let your arms just be the supportive ones. Squeeze the glutes at the top. We're getting tired, so we need to dig into our technique. Lower around the body pass. Keep it flowing, keep it flowing. Reach your sit bones back. Breathe here. Let your arms hang. Switch directions. And we'll stand up and go down. And stand up and go down. Switch directions. And stand up around the body pass. That's how I exhale. All right, let's take a rest. Collect our breath. Feel the flow of the kettlebell. Feel that resistance, feel it pulling away from us and us still standing strong, firmly rooted, grounded down. Those big inhales, fill the lungs up, push it out with a hard exhale. One more just like that. And then let your breath just settle. Let's come to the top of our mats. Tailbone tucked under, hands in towards your heart. Let's inhale and bring it up. We'll go through a sun salutation. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step yourself back and make your way down onto your belly. Your preferred way. Untuck your toes. Roll your shoulders back. Hug the body with your elbows. Tops of the feet pressing into the mat. Downward dog. Right heel lifts. Step it in between your hands. Drop your back heel down. Bring it up. Warrior one. Whew. Pull your belly button in. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. Look forward with intention. Hands down. Right leg back. Lower down. However you want to lower down. Your back bend. Downward facing dog. Left side, float up. And then feel like you're floating through, if you can, your version of float. Arms up. Pressing down on the outside edge of your foot. Core is lifting through the arches. Hands down. We're going to go belly down. Back bend. And take your down dog. Hold here. 5 deep breaths in through the nose. Out through the mouth. We'll paddle our feet, lowering one heel, lowering the other. Keep your hands active and engaged, pushing down. Pause with your left heel down, your right knee is bent. Whew. Send your sit bones up to the sky. Switch sides. Drop, reach. So your hips and your right heel are going in separate directions. Woo. Good, full down dog, both heels down, both sit bones up. Backs of the thighs reaching to the wall behind you. Stretch out those legs, pause in that uncomfortable, strong sensation and breathe. Let your shoulder blades down your back. Breathe, breathe. Hold the peak of your downward facing dog. Arms are strong, hands are engaged, pushing down. Let it all go. Feels good. Try not to bend those knees. Stay in the peak of your position. Stay in that uncomfortable sensation. Breathe through it. Breathe through it. We're lengthening. The longer we hold, maybe the deeper we can get. Come high up on your toes. Round your back as you shift yourself forward into plank. Hold here. Feel that heat and the fire we're building in the arms. It's okay. Take your knees whenever you need to. Push forward with your toes. Rock back. You can do this on the knees just by reaching forward and back. Let's come over into our side plank. Hold strong here. So the right leg, the top leg, can be as supportive as you want to out in front. Tripod. Stacked on top. Maybe lifted. Woo. Yeah, let's just hold. Breathe. Lift your left hip high up off the mat. If you're shaking, just let that shake happen. Don't name it. Don't judge it. It's just there. Remember, use your supports if you need them, even if you just want them, or you want to stay right here. Hold, hold, and breathe. Focus the mind on your alignment, on your breath, on this position here, not the horrible parts of this position, but the beautiful ones. How strong we feel, or how strong we feel we are becoming. Hold, hold. Good. Your hand's going to come down. Your foot is not if it's up. And if it comes down, that's okay. Hold here, single leg plank. And then from here, we reach up into three-legged dog. Shift forward, single leg. You can do this from the knees. We reach and we come forward. Make sure we come forward. We want to push our core a little bit by opening up our hips and supporting ourselves here, not back. Forward and back. We're going to come up as a three-legged dog. That right heel's reaching high, left heel's sinking down. Our arms are talking to us for sure. Breathe through it. Let that energy out. Hold your right heel high. And then bring it down. High up on the toes. Round yourself forward into your plank. Hold here. Let's just rock around, move around, whatever kind of free organic movement you can muster in your plank. Pop, pop, and then maybe come over to the right side. And remember all the supports, you know, knee down is also a support as well. Knee down, foot up. This could be a side plank. Find what's there for you instead of getting discouraged wherever you are or aren't. Find what works. Whew. Work your core. It's a journey we're building. It's not like we're like, oh, here, this is it. And now I'm the strongest person ever. Not it. Whew, there's more. Always more. Hold, hold. Breathe. Nice deep breaths. Then we come back over to our single leg plank. Any adjustments you need to make, go for it. It's your practice, it's your plank. Hold and reach. And rock forward. Taking your time, you can go as slow, you can go as fast as you like. Feel your strength. Feel your strength when our shoulders line up with our wrists, when alignment happens. Same thing when we tuck our tailbone under. Feel that connective strength in these positions. Feel when you lock into that plank and you just feel like you can hold this forever, right? Pause in what's wrong with my voice? Pause in three-legged dog. Reach that heel high. Place it back down. And we can come down, whether you want to take child's pose or you want to sit on your heels on your bum and get a drink. Take a second. We're not done with those poses yet, but we'll take a second. So I had this little sequence in mind. I was going to do it to a specific song to time us. So instead, we might have to count. But if counting like makes you discouraged or whatever because you lose count or it's distracting or whatever, then the counts don't really matter other than the fact that we're moving our bodies, and if you mess up, it's not a big deal. Just keep moving, just keep moving. Or it's swimming. Okay, so we're gonna be hanging out in our plank position, and we do what we can from wherever we can. But the idea is we're gonna go for a mountain climber for 10, and then we're gonna do a slow mountain climber for 10, and then we're gonna do a slow cross body, a mountain climber for 10. So my idea was to go 10 times through and do the duration of the song, but you don't want the song, so let's count our way down to 1 of each. Cool? It might be quiet for a little bit, but that's our goal. So we go, you can all start together. I'll count out the first, and then everybody's gonna change pace, so you guys are gonna be on your own for counting. So first one is fast mountain climbers for 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we'll go slow. 1. Pulling the belly button in towards the spine, and then knee comes in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the next one, cross body. I go to my opposite elbow. Count yourself out to 10. If this is not for you, bending your knee, we can do little pulses. You can pulse side to side. And you can do jumping as your little cardio blast. On your knees, you can do the same thing. You can do pulses, 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 pulses. You can do lifts, 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 lifts. If maybe your belly's in the way for the knees. So make it your own. Do 10 of each, do 9 of each, 8 of each. The goal is to go all the way to 1. First one done. Either turn your mic on and tell me, or hit me up in the chat. Take breaks when you need to, but try to make it a little rule to at least complete the full round and then take your break. Or maybe you get super competitive, you want to complete 2 rounds when you get down to the end and then take your break. Get into it, get into the counting of it, get into the technique of it, and that long, slow knee in, belly to spine. Talking to this one, belly to spine. Okay, I'm going for it. You need to talk to me, or turn the mic on. Anyone else done? Jack, you're done. Yeah, you guys didn't put your mics on. You're supposed to tell me. So I'm done. I'm watching you guys. Dun. Little Jack now. Right. Okay, we'll come on our buns. On our buns, and if you want your band, never a bad idea. Never a bad idea. Oh. Let's sit up tall. Have our posture going on. And if you're still completing your rounds, go for it. If you really want to get to the end, go for it. Because it feels good. Our bodies like to, or our minds like to anyway. Put a little bow on everything. Slide your shoulder blades down. Bring your rib cage back. Just pausing here and then lift one arm at a time. Oh yeah, I can feel the tightness in my own shoulders trying to be here. Remember, if we're here, take notice what your rib cage wants to do. We want to keep it neutral. Bring the hands behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together in the back as we start to hinge back. Ooh, pull the elbows back, push down through your feet. Walk your feet open, so if you do have a band on, you feel the resistance, don't let it pull your knees in. Let your knees line up with the ankles. Hold. And then from here, just gonna touch opposite knee to opposite elbow. See how far back you can lean. Make sure we're balanced and stable before we move on to the second one. We're not doing like rapid fire. We're doing strong, controlled, tap and exhale. Strong, we're stable, tap and exhale. Hold here. Woo! Ground down to the feet. Give yourself just a little pulse as if the chest is just pulsing up and up and up. Ground down through the feet. Hold. Knee to elbow. Boom. When we support, we can come here, switch here. So that other hand can come back. If you really wanted to. We needed that support. How do we know if we need the support? The technique is starting to break down. If the mind's starting to break down, we know what to do. Just tell it something different. Bring your chest forward. Focus on the technique of it. But if you're really unable to hold yourself, that's when we need support. And that's okay. And squeeze. Let's just do one side. Yeah. Tap. Keep your lean on. Let's do the other side. Oh. Good, then pause in your hover. Oh dear, hands can be now coping mechanisms of any sort. Yeah, we want to hold here. What we want to do. Then lower yourself down. Keep grounding. Lower yourself down. I'm not going to talk anymore. Oh, okay. Now we come into our bridge pose. Feet grounding, lift those hips up. Squeeze the glutes, open through the hip flexors. Heels down, balls of your feet down, lift through the arches. We can strengthen our feet in any position, right? It's gotta be tuned in to the feet and the support that they're offering in this position. Squeeze. Walk your feet just a little bit wider, trying to get some resistance on your band. Take your knees with you. And pulse out, 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 out. Keep the glutes squeezing. We want to pulse out while the hip flexors are still open. Yeah, baby. Mm-hmm. Boom, 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 boom. And then we're going to go down. Don't let your knees knock in. Keep them open. Up, up, up. Out, in. I shouldn't say in. Out, back in line. Not falling in. Come on, keep them open. Push into that band. That's the whole reason why it's there. So we're down. We're up. We're out, in. Line. Out, in, line. In, do, do, boom. Speed it up. Oh, ho, ho. This is where we usually have a funky song. But instead, maybe you got your own stuff. Or my grunting. Down, up, out, in line, down. Enjoy that down. Also enjoy that up. Boom, feel the strength. Boom. You guys all love that sensation as much as you curse me. That feeling of work and fatigue. Come up, hold it outward. Hold in that open position. Hold there. Yeah, because it's hard. We use our breath, use our strong minds to just stay right here, even when it's hard. Even when it's hard. Whew, squeeze the glutes, open your hip flexors, open, we're still breathing. Oh, bring the knees in, bring them in towards your chest. Good, we got one more angle. Let's do one more angle. Do this with the band. Maybe we can't get our knees as low, but it's about the feet right now. Take the outside edges of your feet, ground them down so the bottoms of the feet are together like they're in a prayer. The knees fall open. Let your hips flip up. Let your hips open up, flip up. Let your knees fall open. Okay, so we're at the top. We can feel that already, I'm sure. I want you to slowly lower it down. Take your rib cage with you. Slowly lift it up while the knees are falling open. Let's go nice and slow. We can do things fast, but can we do them slow? It's a real question. Next time you're up, press your hips up and press the outside edges of your feet in the opposite direction. You've got those two opposing directions going on. Feel the support of the outside edges of your feet. That's where we should be grounding through all the time, through this motion right here. That's our grounding point. Push down, 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 down. Same with the upper back. My coping mechanism right now is I'm holding onto my ponytail as if it's my grip. Just like when my hands are doing something, I'm all good. Pause at the top. Pulse your knees open, 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 open. Squeeze the glutes. Bounce that band. Boom, boom. Soften your face. Let it bounce. Down, up. Open the knees. Back to where they were. Boom, 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 boom. Speed it up. Get that rhythm. Boom, boom. See, we could do things slow, so now we can do it fast. Down, up. Hold at the top. Walk your feet flat. Hold in your bridge. Interlock your fingers underneath you. Walk your shoulders underneath you. Press your fists into the mat as you lift your hips high, open through the hip creases. Knees in line with ankles. Yeah, open your heart. Hold here, hold. Feel that fatigue in the glutes, and it's okay. It's there. That's what we came for. Hold it. Building that muscle endurance. Building that mental strength. Notice where your knees are. They should be above the ankles. That band is sneaky. It pulls the knees in. The whole point. Should be a little bit of work to hold alignment with that band on, and that's okay. That's what we showed up for. And then slowly bring it down. Walk your shoulders out. Let your feet extend down your mat. Let your palms open. And we'll just take a few breaths here. Letting everything disengage. You take your band off if it's distracting. We're going to sit in this Monday morning feeling where we got after it, set the pace of our day and our week, where we put ourselves on our to-do list. And whenever you're ready, you can stretch your arms above your head and reach your toes away the opposite direction. And pull your knees in towards your chest, give them a hug and a squeeze. And then we'll rock into a seated position. Oh, whenever you're ready. Thank you.
Thanks,
Bearing with, I gotta figure out my mic now. I just said my mic wasn't working. I hope you guys heard me okay. I recorded it, so I'll be able to tell.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.